Hello. Thank you for joining me for another movie review. I am the Midwestern movie reviewer. Today I'm reviewing Oppenheimer. This movie was directed by Christopher Nolan. And the big question is it worth seeing on an IMAX theater? The Midwestern movie reviewer says yes, pay those extra dollars to see this in IMAX. Why? Well, for number one, this movie stars Killian Murphy. And this movie lasts 3 hours. So for 3 hours, you get to drown in his beautiful blue eyes. I first noticed his eyes when he was one of the co-stars of Batman years ago, and his eyes have done nothing but get dreamier all these years later. So that's one reason why. Number two, the visuals and the sound with this movie is amazing. On an IMAX theater, you get the full impact of that. You get to just feel the explosions crashing through your body, and it's amazing. Third reason why, the way that Christopher Nolan reenacts the way Oppenheimer envisions his creation of this quantum physics atom bomb is amazing. In a way, it reminded me of A Beautiful Mind, how he envisioned how that genius in that movie, how he would think through his creative ideas. Well, in this, he has a way of showing how Oppenheimer, although he's a scientist, is a lot like an inventor, how he envisions how this bomb would take place. So yes, definitely go see this movie in IMAX. This movie stars Killian Murphy, Florence Pugh, Robert Downey Jr., Emily Blunt, some really great actors, Matt Damon. It's got so many good actors in it. There was a great cameo by Casey Affleck. That was unexpected. I mean, there's so many good actors. But I do want to say this movie is not for children. There are some kind of disturbing scenes of sex and nudity that would not be appropriate for children. But if you're a consenting adult, you will enjoy. The acting is amazing. The characters has themes of finding your identity. How are you going to make your mark on this world? How would you deal with responsibility of having, possibly blowing up the entire world? How would you deal with that? Mental illness and health are issues in this movie. Loyalty to your country, to your friends, to your family, to your political party. And I would like to say Robert Downey Jr. does a great job in this movie. He is amazing. He plays a different character than what you're used to seeing him, but every time he was on the screen, I could not take my eyes off him. He was really great in this movie. What things did I not like about this movie? One thing I did not like, I thought the editing was very choppy in places. Like, the camera would jump and jump back and forth in certain scenes. And I knew it was so that they could keep the audience on their edge and a little bit unnerved with the theme of this, and also because the length was 3 hours. And if you watch any of my reviews, you know that I do not really enjoy a really long movie. 3 hours is quite a bit. And honestly, towards the end, the audience did get a little bit, I could tell they were getting a little restless. And I don't want to come out of my movie experience where I'm totally immersed and start getting antsy and thinking about, oh, I'm in my seat, I'm uncomfortable, I'm ready for this to be over. I don't want to feel that. And I kind of started to feel that at the very end because it was getting to be a bit long. One more theme I wanted to say that this movie had was about how Prometheus gave man fire. That was an interesting metaphor for how when you have power, is it smart? Is it wise to always use it? Just because you can do something, does that mean you should? And that is definitely a theme in this movie that's really important. When you leave this movie, you will be thinking deeply about what you just saw and how it relates to how you live in the world, which I love that about Christopher Nolan movies. He is amazing at making something so deep and so mind-bending, but also that just really makes you think about life. The makeup in this movie is great. They go from young to old, all different ages. So the makeup artist did a great job of aging the characters, Cillian Murphy and Emily Blunt and some of the other characters. The Midwestern movie reviewer says go see Oppenheimer and go see it in IMAX. Thank you for watching my movie review, and please like and subscribe so that you can be notified of my new reviews.